recording. 3, 2, 1.
I'm recording. Hello, hi, and welcome to the Bits. It's the Bits, the Bits, the Bits, the Bits. Yes. That
Was unplanned.
unplanned. It's a reference that I don't know if anybody else will get, but it makes me so happy.
Oh no, we become a Steven Universe fan cast.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about Steven Universe today. On probably a future episode, we will need to. Yeah. It will be mandatory. Today, we're going to talk about whatever comes up.
That's true.
Okay, so what comes up first is Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary is the book that I read.
You're just a super dive in. Real quick, I want to do that. But for anyone who's not watched more episodes, and this is the thing they're coming to, the Bits is literally us just vamping and talking. All the stuff that we used to do sort of at the beginning of our Spinning Tales episodes. Where we would...
When you said that I should introduce us, you meant that I should explain.
Yeah, this is our first time doing this.
Okay, continue.
And basically, this is just where we're putting all of our stuff so that our episodes are not 2 hours long and we can actually be on task for our Spinning Tales episodes. But we like to sit and talk to each other, and it is a lot to cut out otherwise. So here are the bits, bros.
Yeah.
Bits bros.
Bits bros. Bits.
Spinning Tales characters, bits bros. Just kidding. We're not doing that.
I kind of like it now.
Absolutely.
I kind of
too close to Bitcoin.
Now. Bit bros is I hate it.
Yeah, I ruin things.
You do.
I know.
For pleasure.
I love it. It tingles right below my knees.
Bad person. She's just a bad person.
So what's a Hail Mary?
Okay, Project Hail Mary is a book. I have been having a really hard time sitting down and reading because business is good, which is good, but the more clients that I have, the more paperwork that I do, the more time I spend looking at things, and I don't want to look at any other things, right? So we were on a trip, long car ride, and we put on the audiobook for Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
It's going to be a motion picture event soon. And I loved it.
Yeah?
I just realized that I probably should be careful about spoilers.
I mean, we can put a spoiler warning here across the thing and say skip to the timestamp here, or maybe I'll impose a thing if you're listening to it. Skip to the timestamp, or go down to the down there square and click past the spoilers of it. Okay. So, before you keep going, do you have your phone on you, and is it on silent?
Are you going to read it?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Give me the quick synopsis of it before you go into what's good.
Okay, quick synopsis, not spoilers. It's the plot of the book. And if you watch the frickin' trailer, it spoils everything anyway. The trailer's bad.
Yeah, I usually don't watch trailers.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. So, quick thing is there is suddenly a major world event that threatens the mass extinction of humanity. But it's not a quick extinction. And humanity has the opportunity, has the time to plan for and try to find a solution.
Okay.
Right? But it's like a last-ditch effort. We're throwing everything at it. A Hail Mary. Right?
Okay.
And so the solution to the problem is found in space.
No, I'm not going to read it.
Oh, is it because I did the hands?
No, I'm very specific about the media in which I can intake space, because space is scary.
Oh, it's not a frightening thing. It's not.
The deep depths of unknown, the blackness.
It makes it sound so fine, though. It's fine.
I'll continue.
It's fine. And so it's cool because there's like a lot of science talk going on, right? And I'm like, I don't know, that probably tracks. I'll have to check with my science people, but...
Of which we have two.
Two?
I feel like Scott and Ben are our science people.
Jess. Prime.
Jess,
We have
Prime.
three
We have
science
three
people.
science people.
Yeah, you know what's hilarious?
What?
Is that her major was in physics.
I always thought her major was music.
And then she switched to physics because her hands broke.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, my brain is like she does music. In my head, music is math, so she's really smart at math.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then her hands broke. And then she did something else, and now she teaches. And I know what she teaches, which is physics. But in my brain, she is always a music person before she's a science
That's
person.
fair.
She's a music and maths before
fair.
she's science.
That's fair.
But she is hardcore a science person.
Hardcore. She's my favorite person to show bad science things to, because I am also a bad person. And I just like to watch her be angry.
Heck yeah. Okay. Maybe I should switch you that. I usually just send her bad music stuff because, again, in my head, she is just a music person.
We
not
can't
just.
both be torturing her at the same
I also
time.
send her sick, dank K-pop memes, which she enjoys.
She does enjoy that. Okay. I guess that evens out.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Science.
This is the stuff that gets cut out, I think.
It's not going to get cut out from this, just so you know.
Oh, no.
This is why this is a whole separate occasion, because...
You're supposed to make me look put together.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm only cutting out things that are way too personal or get us doxxed. Those are the only things. If we talk about a specific place, we're like, oh yeah, downtown on the corner of Carlsbad and Cincinnati, which are streets near us.
Somewhere.
Oh, that's true.
They've got to be streets.
They've got to be streets somewhere. Actually, yeah, you're right. But if that was actually near any of us, we would
cut it out.
I would cut it out.
Yeah, I think that's fair. The internet knows enough about me because
you have business.
I have business.
I'm sure the internet could find stuff out about me. I hope not.
Yeah. Okay, so Project Hail Mary follows an intrepid hero. Which will you read it now?
No.
It includes an intrepid hero.
I just like the word intrepid.
Yeah, it's a good word. So he's funny because he ends up being like a BAMF. And just doesn't even realize, he's like, why me? What? And then he comes up with some like super awesome solution, and you're like, that's why you know?
This, sir, is the reason.
You are the one who can do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything else because I want you to read it and or watch it with me.
Oh, so we didn't have to put a spoilers tag. Well, I might cut that.
For pointless.
I might cut that just in case people are like, I'm gonna skip the spoiling.
Yeah.
I'll put in thing. There was no actual spoilers given.
Skip to 1 second further. No, I want to rant about it with you. I was listening to it with my husband, and so we were driving, and I was like, "Brr, brr."
Well, we can do a book for a book. Read my book.
Your book requires sitting and looking at words.
Wow, it hurts deep.
Which I will say is like...
You know this is a podcast, not this one, about writing, and you suck.
I am a bad person.
This is why I will never be famous for writing. Or well known.
It's not funny, it's sad. That I at first was like reading the book, and then I was like, oh, I think I want to read this for book club, so I'm not gonna read it, and I'm going to. And then I asked you if I could read it for book club. Yeah. Right. And then it was like, oh no, then we'd have to get the things and all sorts of stuff. And then I was like, I think maybe I want to invite you to book club eventually, so it wouldn't even be a good thing to like read it together, because then I don't know if that makes like you becoming friends with these people weird. So then I'm not gonna do that. And then it was like, I'm afraid of what's gonna happen, and so I was too anxious to read it. And then you told me that a good thing that should happen isn't gonna happen.
I didn't tell you that.
You did tell me that.
You inferred.
You did tell me
you
that. You
inferred from a completely different conversation.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been like anxious. I'm like, oh no. Anyway. And so then there's always a thing. But the bottom line is that I'm a bad person.
She said that about herself several times today.
Because it's true.
Be better.
Yes, ma'am.
Be the Brittany I know you can be. Deep down.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Be a Brit. Read my book because I demand it.
I don't want to be a Brit. I'm
Oh, that's fair. Well, I don't want to be. I mean,
Yeah. You can cut that out. I don't want to be an American too.
yeah, I know. That's why I was
I
like,
don't want to both of the imperial shenanigans. Anyway,
I don't know what I want to be. I just know I don't want to be here.
I hate it here.
Yeah, I might read it. Okay, we literally are going to have to sit down and read it together because I need to be able to read it because of the thing that I'm having Sam on for.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
a future episode where I'm forcing this. I'm forcing it.
Yeah. No, we don't have to read it together.
I have to read it. And
Yeah.
as we talked about earlier today, yesterday Jessica hates me. And yesterday Jessica will put it off forever. For present Jessica. And present Jessica is angry currently.
Oh.
The beauty of procrastination is really just having two people live in your brain, one in the past who hates whoever's in the future.
Yeah. I this is something I don't know. This doesn't belong on a bits episode. I'm gonna tell you. I need to figure out psychologically what is going on because there is multiple times where I've been like intaking a media and then gotten to a point and been like, I can't. And so like Community, I didn't watch the last episode for over a year.
Yeah.
Never After, the Dimension 20 story, right?
Yeah.
I'm at the point where they're like riding away from the castle and they're like talking about where they're going to go next, and I want to know what happened so bad and I can't watch it. I can't sit down. I've sat down, I've pulled up Dropout, I've clicked on Never After, and then I found myself doing something else. I can't do it. And I don't know what that is.
I definitely can't help you with that, figuring that out. I don't know. I think like there's something interesting to be said of like I think it's like the opposite of the fear of the unknown is maybe the fear of certainty.
I know it's going to be over.
A counterbalance of like, this brought me so much happiness, and once it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, it could be something like that.
I've definitely felt like kind of depressed when I get to the end of a book and I didn't realize, like when I do audiobooks, sometimes I don't realize
how close you are to the end.
Yeah. And then it just stops and it's like, this has been on. No. I wasn't ready.
I did not make my peace yet. Yeah, I think it seems maybe it's probably that, right? Like, once you come to an end, there's no changing it. And as a person who likes their options and doesn't like to be tied down, having something be like, this is it. This is no more. This is the finality of that, I could see would mess with you. Whereas like I'm the opposite of that. Like I will stay up all night into the morning, get no sleep to finish something because I need to know where the end lies. Whether I like it or not. And if I don't like it, I just fix it in my brain. You know, like and or I like find people to rant at about it, right? Like for me, because there was so much joy in it, I want to see how these lives end for this portion, right? And my brain, being the brain that I have, never goes like, and it said it was the end and that is it. And I go like, well, the implications of that is X, Y, and Z, which is why sometimes the ending of things ruins stuff for me. Because it'll be like, well, one of a drama I really, really liked is called Extraordinary You. And it's really good. The acting is great. It's goofy, but also like really, really down to earth. And it's basically about a web novel where one of the characters wakes up and gets sentience and is like, I'm the main character of the novel. She's not. She's not. And she is like a side character who like has a heart condition, and basically she's like, oh, I'm destined to die so the main character can like kill your women so your men can have like a great character arc kind of thing. Right? And she was like, no, I hate that. And I also don't like him. Like him as a person, like why? But every time the story is going, she's forced to say lines. She's forced to be like, but I love you so much. Why are you being so mean to me? Or I'm doing this. And then when she's not, and when she calls it when she's off the stage, when the spotlight isn't on, she can be her own person. And so she's constantly trying to break out of that. And she like wakes up some other background characters, and there's a love story in there. It's really, really, really cute. I really like it. But the implication, and I'm spoiling stuff, but the implication at the end of it is that story ends. And then the characters, like the author kind of recycles, because it is a web novel and people are web comic, and their art style is more or less the same. So they start another story with these characters. So they're like the same looking characters, and all of their memories from the last thing have been erased. And then they slowly start to, like, one of them like awakens again and starts the process over. And my brain was like the story itself, because they were able to get out, get their own lives, but then the story ended and they went to a new story. And I was like, this was really good, but the implication is that time and time again, one of them needs to remember and needs to wake the other person up, and it only lasts for however long the story is, and it depends on who they are in the story. And their only hope is to be background characters that have no names, nothing that like has them tied to the story so that they can be used as puppets.
It's kind of horror.
Yeah, right? But like everything leading up to that, it was so good. It was amazing. I loved it. And I was like ready to give this like 100% A+ best rating. And that ending brought it to a C-. Because like, and even though where it actually ended was them waking up again and finding each other and like big long hug, and it was beautiful and cute, and I was like that's great. And then my brain went like, but that's not where it ends. Like, if this is the implication. So for me, finishing something doesn't mean this is the end of it, because my brain will keep going as to what the story is.
Yeah.
And I like that, right? Like, I like that, but I can understand being like, wow, I can't, like, if I finish this, that's it.
I think the way that you said it before rings true. Like, I like my options, and then when it gets to something too final, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I have. This is good therapy for me.
Hi, I'm not licensed.
I have trouble decorating. If I put this on the wall, what else am I going to put on the other thing?
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be this color scheme, but then maybe I want another thing. The reason that I don't have tattoos is not because I think they're like immoral or anything like that. It's because I can't decide.
Mm-hmm.
And then once something's on me, because I like know it's good, it's got the meaning, whatever, I'm like, but then this other thing might be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so I either have to have nothing or I have to have everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run out of space. You know, and because I don't want to tattoo
you're short.
where disrespect. I don't want to have a tattoo where I can't see it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I don't care what other people do.
Yeah,
because I can see it.
Yeah, I paid for this art.
I like to look
I want
to
see it.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to look at it. I want to look at it. Anytime I like design something and I'm proud of it, and then I have to give it away, I'm like, dang it. I want to look. I'm not even gonna use it. I just want to look at it. Look how pretty that is. You know. I made a onesie for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You can put pictures up if you want.
Okay.
I made a onesie.
Oh, you have to send me the pictures. I'm gonna have to edit this in like a day and a half. So.
Oh no, you don't put the picture up. I made a onesie, and I made it like dragon style. And I found a video, and I was like, this is close enough to like looking like dragon scales. And I put little horns on the top.
Cute.
Right? And I don't want to give it away.
To the mother to be.
I know. I made it specifically for her theme. She sent me like a color palette, and I picked the colors for the color palette. And now I just need to have a baby so that I can use the onesie.
I mean, yeah.
So I think it's incredibly selfish, right?
Mm.
But like, if I get a tattoo, it's got to be where I can like look at it all the time.
I get it.
But then, is that gonna be the thing that I look at all the time? I have commitment issues. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
but only in specific things. Luckily, you don't have to worry about your marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a sidebar. I didn't send this to you, but I saw this on Reels. There was a person who created a product, which is a coloring pages that can turn into temporary tattoos.
I sent that to you.
Oh, did you? You were the one who sent it? Okay.
I did.
I thought I may have come across it and then you sent it to me, but I haven't seen it.
I sent it to you and to my husband as a hint the hint is not very subtle because the message sent with it was I want.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet, but all right. Good to know that I'm on par with your husband for the things you want. Your birthday's far away, so that's fine.
Here's the thing. I don't even get birthday presents. We just I get
them
stuff.
when you get them.
Stuff. So like, that excites me so much.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yes, I can have it, and then I can have a different thing next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can do the colors and everything that you want. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it doesn't matter if it's bad or not, because next week there's another one. And it gives me so much more peace and creative freedom.
Yeah.
When I was in art school, we did this exercise, because whenever you get a new sketchbook, it's really hard to start drawing in it, because you're like a blank, beautiful canvas, and any line might be the screw up, and it's awful.
Yeah.
Right. And so our teacher made us open the first page and then scribble for 5 minutes with a pen. Now, I mean, I'm like, no, it's beautiful. I have a sketchbook in my house right now that I bought that's still in the wrapper.
Because it's so fresh and amazing.
It's so fresh and it's so nice.
I'm texting your husband. But if I'm going to text your husband right now to scribble on the first page.
The murder would happen. That's disgusting. Anyway, but so like the fear of not being perfect, and or the lines being like final, prevent you from even starting what is supposed to be practice. Yeah. Right. And so it was a really good exercise that I've even had my clients do. As a way to like break out of the look, we're not gonna worry about mistakes in here. Yeah. Right. This is the place to mess up, because this is the sandbox, and you get to mess up and you get to try again, and we get to rip out the first page. You didn't think about that, professor. Now it's a blank. It's perfect again. Give me back my anxiety. Anyway. No, we have so much power over it. And the variability, the newness lessens my anxiety more than the like finiteness. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think we'd end up here.
This is what a bits is.
But it's the bits. It's the bits.
Literally how all of our conversations went, that I had to cut hours out of actual episodes. Yeah. Because we just jumped.
Well, just so you guys know, we've gotten a lot better. We make agendas now and schedules, and we have TK to keep us on track.
Yeah, he's up there because we don't need him today.
We don't need him today. Just so that you guys know, the bits is a reference to a cartoon, and the fry bits are the best thing. I mean, I probably would rather eat regular fries. But Steven just wants the bits.
I will eat both. The bits are the like dessert of fries. Like after you have all of those, you're like, now I just want salty crunchy. Crunchy oil.
I feel like that about the broken bits of chips at the end of the bag.
Oh. Yeah. I believe you.
Like the little bag. I just got like extra. And you can't just crush up the chips.
It has to be natural.
Smaller.
It has to be natural.
A natural process. I want the last bit of the ruffle, I don't want to put a brand name in there.
Yeah, the chips.
Of the potato chips.
Potatoes.
Yeah. I want the last bit of the potato chips in the bag. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Did you see that TikTok? Or I'm not on TikTok very often at all. It was probably an Instagram. And it was a girl who was like, it's my birthday, and my friend gave me this opened bag of chips. And I was like, why did you give me, of all the things, why did you give me an open bag of chips that's like folded and like clipped over? Yeah. And it was like, she knows that my favorite chips are the ones that are like folded over. So she bought like 3 bags of chips, took out all of the folded over chips, and put them into this bag so that I would only have the folded over chips. And I was like, that's love. That's true love. that is what you need. And my husband doesn't love me that much. How dare he?
To eat all the bags of chips and just put the bits in a bag.
Because he he would eat all the bags of chips. He would eat them, no problem.
And then
No problem.
throw away those bits that
Or
you would
eat them himself. He wouldn't save them for me.
That's fair.
You know, if
that's
someone
unfair.
gave me a whole bag of just broken chips, which like you could probably just take the bag and break it. It doesn't even have to be that hard.
I'm not asking for much.
And then open it and be like, I did this for you. And I'd be like, and I'm gullible. I'd be like, wow, you're so thoughtful.
Okay, I know what I'm doing. I got some chips. I got some chips in there. I've got really limey, salty chips in there currently. They are so citrusy.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, I'm eating them. They're delicious, but I wouldn't eat the bits of those. I don't like chip bits, though.
You don't like chip
I don't like chip bits or cereal bits.
I don't like cereal bits.
Yeah.
Fried bits are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chip bits are the best. Cereal bits are usually gross.
Yeah. Especially because you like pour them in and it's just powder and dust in your milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross.
Okay. What are you gonna talk about today?
Let's see. I've been doing a lot of different media. I keep sending you Marco Polos of the terrible things.
I was wondering if you were going to talk about.
I'm not going to talk about them.
That's okay. That can be our thing. We don't have to share that.
It's real bad. Which I'm going to leave it there, and it sounds like I do crimes. I might.
I might do crimes.
But I'm trying to think of like books and stuff that I've read over the last, like, before we started season 2, I had been deep in like novels, fanfics, webtoons, and a bunch of stuff. Like, I'd finished a bunch of things, but they're gone from my mind now. Like, I was like, I don't remember what I read. I know we had talked about The Magical Girl Retires a little bit, which was a fantastic book. Even when I was talking about it, I was like, it was a really good book. In the middle, I don't know. You know. I don't know. I'm like looking at my bookshelf right now. I'm like, because I don't have many. You know this about me. I don't have very many physical books anymore. Like, I moved every year for like 6 years after college, and moving with books is a lot. So I like left some at my mom's house, but then my mom moved and they were just like lost in translation. Yeah. So even though I don't plan for moving from here for quite some time, I've moved into a place where I'm doing like mostly audio or ebooks, and if I really truly love the book, I will buy a physical copy. Like, and it's got to be, and like that's my rating system, right? Like, a 1 is I finished the book. A 2 is I finished the book and I didn't have overly I had negative stuff, you know. I was just like, oh, it was whatever. A 3 is like, it was a book. I have no, like, whatever.
2 is you didn't finish the book?
No, I did finish the book. I finished the book, and it was like,
where are the books that you don't finish? Where is that?
Oh, they don't get rated.
I can't.
Here's the thing. I'll talk about books I don't finish, but I'm not gonna like give them a this rating? Is my rating because I didn't finish it.
That's fair.
Like, it was like, oh, I didn't finish this book. It's a 1. Like, you didn't finish it. Like, maybe if I had finished it and I got to the end, then it would have changed it. Maybe it would have been a 2 or a 3. But like, I couldn't even feel the need to finish it. So no rating. Unrateable.
She has recently not finished a book. That is very close to my heart.
That's true. It was in my PowerPoint.
It was in your PowerPoint. Disrespectful. Rude. I will say that your PowerPoint got my husband to watch Midnight Burger on his own.
Heck yeah! He said, why didn't you tell me it was about routing out fascists?
And I'm like, I was hoping that I didn't want to spoil it, and I was hoping you would listen and be excited, right? But so literally, we were talking on the phone, and he said something. This message brought to you by XYZ company or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you listening to Midnight Burger?
I know exactly what episode you are. 4, Adman Cometh.
So that's great. Do you know how many episodes of Midnight Burger there
are? I think they're up to 68 or 9.
What's wrong with you?
Why?
My husband was like, how many episodes are there? And I was like, I don't know. Freaking what type of question is that? I just count things all the time. Like,
They're numbered.
I'm not that kind of
They're
neurodivergent.
numbered. The
I'm
title
not,
has a number in
I'm
them.
not that kind of neurodivergent to just count things all the time. And then I was like, I don't know. I think there's like 4 or 5 seasons. I'm like, I think they're on season 5, right? And that's what I counted,
Mhm.
you know. And he goes, okay, how many episodes are in each season? Do you know how many episodes are in each season?
Oh, they're only on 50.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I know? Well, okay. The first 2 are 10. Then the next one is like 13. And then.
Why do you remember that?
Because.
Why do you remember that?
Well,
and why did he expect me to remember that?
I've listened to it a lot.
I was sitting there and I was looking at him and I was like, what kind of stupid questions are you asking me, bro? And he was like, see, this is how you feel when you ask me about how my friends are doing emotionally. And I did.
That's an awful comparison to make, James.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm like, oh, wow, you've been talking to so-and-so for every week for 5 years. Do you remember what's going on with their relationship? No. No? What do you mean no?
I mean, no.
I'm concerned about them from the last time I spoke to them. I would like updates. Anyway.
I'm glad he's listening.
Yeah, me too.
I'll text him and ask him stuff if he wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah.
We should start a Marco Polo group for that.
Does he have a Marco Polo?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Except at some point he's going to get to season 5, which I have not been listening to, because I've been doing other stuff. And then I'm gonna be like, James, shut up. James, shut your pie hole.
He will respect not spoiling things.
I believe you.
Even,
But I will have to then catch up.
Even if you want him to spoil things.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. Read and find out was his favorite phrase when I was reading Stormlight.
I hate spoilers. So me and James, we're linked.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad when somebody gives me answers to something. I was like, I didn't ask you. I was going to find that out by myself.
Yeah.
Give me the answer to the math question, not to the story. Yeah, punk. Anyway, yeah, I didn't finish that book. I was giving my rating. A 4 is a book I will recommend to anybody. I will anyone should pick this up. Wait, is that a 4? Yeah, a 4 is a book I will recommend to anybody. I'm like, no, you should read this. A 5 is a book I purchase. I don't necessarily always recommend them to everyone because I'm looking at my shelf right now and I'm seeing
people who can't read some of those
I'm
books.
seeing a book called The Change, and there are I almost put it on my PowerPoint. We had a PowerPoint night and I had the an ADHD version of of me. I showed it to some coworkers afterwards because I had them over, and they at the end they were like, is this what it's like to be in your brain? Yes, it does jump from subject to subject very quickly.
So I will also say this is a distraction from the thing you're trying to talk about. The PowerPoint night was excellent.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. We had a great time. The food was great. The bread was delicious. After my savory sandwich made with your homemade bread, I put butter and jam for dessert, and it was amazing. You were bad at following your own rules.
No, I wasn't. I didn't set the rules for myself. It's my house. I set the rules for everyone else so that I would have time to talk for 30 minutes on what I wanted to talk about.
She gave everybody a time limit.
Yeah, I had a timer. I held it up so that they know they were coming to the end.
And everybody stuck to their time limit.
As they should, because it's my house and I'm the teacher for the day.
And I guess it's not that it's not that she broke the rules. She never had a time limit.
The rules were not made for me. They were just made by me.
I have been corrected. Okay.
You're welcome. So, as I was saying,
a 5 is a book you buy.
A 5 is a book I buy. I'm looking at my shelf and there's a book on there called The Change by. Can't even pretend to tell you. And it is a really, really, really good book. I would not suggest any of my friends who are mothers to read it. And
wow, that just scared me. Why? What is it about?
It is about, loosely, 3 women in their middle, I think the youngest of them is probably 38, and so they're between their 30s and 50s, who come upon a change inside of them, and it's weird because it's like they become witches, but like I wouldn't term them as witches in this like kind of universe. They come into power, right? And it is all triggered to be protective over a thing that's happening in their town, which is the disappearance of young girls that are not really being taken seriously. And one woman is able to see
Mm.
ghosts. And there are ghosts of young girls who look brutalized. And it is just a story of women overcoming men.
Ah.
There's way more like nuance in it. It's been a minute since I've read it. But there are some things in it that I would like as a woman with specific trauma that I was like, I need to take a break.
Mm.
um but also was like very vindicating
Yeah.
and amazing. But then I was reading it with FA and we both read it and we both really liked it. But she had a comment towards the end of it which I was like, I get. Like I definitely get, which was like it's amazing and it's beautiful and feels very vindicative, but it like tweaked her somewhere that it was like the moral of the story is to make bad people, mostly men, pay for the crimes they do upon women. You have to be otherworldly. And that is something that is like it's great the way that like the people who deserve to be punished are punished in it, but at the end of the day you're like, and
I
there's a list of more people that need to be taken care of and they're
Yeah.
taking care of it, but there was no way to do this. Even the women in the story who didn't have this kind of power, who tried to,
Mm.
were not able to overcome in the way these women did, right?
Yeah.
So in that way, like it can feel very like depressing or like cutting out the legs, but otherwise it's like a really big story of triumph and like taking yourself back
Yeah.
from the form you've put yourself
Yeah.
in a man's world.
Yeah. I like the sound of the story, even as it's like what we were talking about. Like sometimes I don't want to watch bad things happen
Mm-hmm.
that I can't do anything about that already mirror my world.
Yeah.
And it takes me out of it. But I do like thinking about those concepts and the way that women are seen and the power that we can have, and even just if it's for a moment we're pretending in a book.
Mm-hmm.
um I'm gonna divert a little bit.
Okay.
I was in a group discussion setting, and we were talking about why in the Bible like wisdom is just is depicted as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's Lady Wisdom, and there's this dance with like Lady Folly, who is like a temptress and like all sorts of stuff, right? And the guy who was leading the discussion was like, I just found that really curious, like why do you think it's depicted as a woman? And we were all kind of quiet, and I'm thinking darker things. And he was like, I think it's because it's something to be treasured and um like sought after, and as men we are supposed to pursue, like we pursue women and we're supposed to pursue wisdom and things like that. And he made it sound all like sweet and
Mm-hmm.
like romantic, right? And I was like, yeah, I saw what I see is women are something to be possessed.
Mm-hmm.
You chase after wisdom because it makes you better.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you power. It
Mm-hmm.
changes your life. It makes it for the better. When you talk to, it's not all men, right? We're going to throw that in there just to head it off at the pass,
Yeah.
right? But most people, when you're like, okay, why do you want a wife? What is she gonna do, right? She's got to cook, she's got to clean, she's got to do this, she's got to do that. She's gonna. I've heard people say she's gonna help me grow up. She's going to lead me in the right direction, and she's going to do blah 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 blah. And these are people who are in the same setting who are saying the man is supposed to be the leader,
Yeah.
and it's like she is going to um help me do right essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
Why
you're
can't
not.
you write on your own?
Why can't you do right on your own? That's supposed to be your job.
Yeah.
And then when she fusses at you to do right, are you going to get mad at her for nagging you?
Yeah.
So like when you name a car, it's usually a woman's name.
Mm-hmm.
it's a thing that I want, right? And with the way that our patriarchal society you don't like want other men that way.
Yeah.
You want women to possess, to control, to make your own.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why I went on that tangent, but
the book.
the book. So, I mean, just as you were talking about the book, it made me think about how women are possessed, and even in romance and things like that. I mean, look at all the stuff on the news.
Yeah,
right?
I won't, but yeah.
Right. The manipulation and brutalization of girls to make other people feel powerful and good about themselves, right?
Yeah.
Is a thing that is in our world all over the place, and it's like woven into the very fabrics of our society.
Yeah.
So much so that people who think that they're incredibly moral still contribute to the manipulation, the control, and the brutalization of young girls.
Yeah.
And so all that to say, it sounds like a good book. And as you're talking about it, I will probably read it at some point. But I think right now where I am, not today.
Yeah. No, because you have to read my book.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I have to read your book.
Okay. I'm going to pivot one back to the book because yes, I'm that greedy. And also to get us off of this because it's a great topic and but I was going to say
we are allowed to talk about heavy topics, but we do make this podcast to bring some levity.
That's
to the
true.
world,
oh yeah, we're absolutely allowed to talk about heavy topics. I was literally going to switch. I was like, oh, and there's another book, and I was like, let's just pop back out before we come back. Yeah. But I was going to say, just because you were like, I'm not in a place. The thing that I meant to say to you about my book, like a while back, but I just forget because it's not important. Was like I wanted to write a second one. I didn't. I'm like, people are like, write a second one in this world. And I was like, no, because where it would need to go, because you know how I write, is main character needs to be in therapy. And as a person who does not have enough therapy in their life, that reminds me, we should talk about that album. Who does not have enough therapy in their life, I don't feel like I could properly represent the needs of this character. And I had on many occasions I hadn't asked you because you hadn't read it, but my friends who were therapists who read it, I was like, hey, would you mind role playing with me? Like, I'll role play as this character because I just want to like see how this would look like. And they all said no. And I would like you to.
Okay.
Yes. But you have to read it.
Yeah.
Does that make you a little bit more interested?
It makes me so excited, but I almost want to be like, let's just role play right now. Give it to me raw.
No.
Okay.
You have to have the background, which is not what you would do in therapy.
No.
But
you wouldn't say, read my bibliography. If a client came to me and said, read my bibliography and then we can begin therapy, I'd be like, find another therapist.
No. You got to read it. No. And specifically because how I would go into, if I was going to write it, would be like, I wouldn't start off with like, I'm in therapy and now I'm re-explaining what the first book was. It would be like, oh, we're in our third or fourth session. And so it'd be like, so you already know a good portion of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yes. Look, I got her in it with a project. Now let's go back to a depressing book.
Can we talk about a different like philosophical topic?
Sure. Is that because you don't want to talk about the album?
So I think it might contribute to the album a little bit.
Philosophical. Let's go.
I don't know if it'll fit in exactly. So
it's fine. You don't have to.
Beginning.
No. Let's do it.
Yeah, but we need to talk about the album. So, another thing that I was discussing, we are both in Christian circles.
Correct.
Right. And you will hear people often saying, right, men are made to do X, Y, Z.
Hold on. Sorry. I want you to finish that. My brain just could not stop the thing that I was about to say, which when you're Christian circles, I was like, triangles, because everyone takes a side.
You should have said that.
Yeah.
You just said
so
that.
I'm saying it right now.
Yeah. Should we start it again so it can be in the
No, absolutely not. Continue. Men do something.
Men are meant to, men are made to, men have the desire to, men naturally, and it's very rarely, I think, a thing that stays healthy, right? Men are meant to do XYZ, and then you define your masculinity by the performance of those things. And then what happens when you no longer have access to power, control, leadership, strength, earning power, whatever the case may be? You're no longer those things, but that doesn't mean you're not a man, right? And I think we do a major injustice to that, because scripture, I think, loves people first and foremost, right? If you listen to the Bema podcast, the first couple episodes, it's like the point of the creation story was to get his people to rest, to stop them from chasing empire, to stop them defining by themselves by what they produced. And then thousands of years later, we are defining men by what they can do, produce, like what strength that they have, and they can't just be, right? And I think it's sad.
Yeah.
It makes me a little bit angry, right? That, because it has negative effects for everybody. You can't just be your emotions. You can't be sad. You can't be whatever, because that would be too feminine. You can't have a day where you break down and it not be in like violence and in anger, right? It can't just be like a breakdown where you don't go to work or whatever because you've got to earn. And it's like, you are valuable beyond what you make. And I want people to see that, right?
Yeah.
We talk about mental health disorders in women much more often.
Yeah.
So eating disorders, body dysmorphia, all of the things men deal with, but it's just like, yeah, you're just a gym bro. Good job eating nothing but chicken breast and broccoli.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, there might be a preoccupation with your physical appearance, especially if you miss a day at the gym and then feel worthless or whatever the case may be, right? So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there as a topic and then talk about the album that you
came across by happenstance.
Tricked me into crying to.
Yeah. Yeah, we cried.
We did.
There was real tears.
What's his name?
Ryan Nealon.
Ryan Nealon.
Yes.
I knew the first name was Ryan.
Yeah.
And I was going to be like, Siegfried?
I always forget the first name is Ryan, but Nealon was the name of a kid I knew in college. Didn't let the campus finish. Didn't like him. Didn't know him very well. Is what I said when I covered my mouth. So and yeah, so the album was called What Would I Look Like Without My Bare Face? My brave face. Brave face.
What would I look like without a brave face?
Yeah. And the album, like, okay, so typically
from start to finish, it's all trauma.
There's not a single song that doesn't involve trauma. I typically don't listen to albums all the way through. I'm starting to do that now. Usually I throw them all on a list and shuffle because I want to find new artists, but I don't always like listening to things in order. But, you know, as a person who puts playlists in a specific order, album tracking is important, but usually I'll like listen to singles and just different things like that. So I like had this on a playlist and I just listened to all of through. I've never heard of this artist before at all. I've never heard anything by them. And I just like had it and I was listening to it while I was like doing chores. I was like cleaning the kitchen and cooking, and it was an attack right out the gate. It was an attack right out the gate.
It's funny because there's another song that he sings. Let me just go to artist. Feel Good is a song that I've heard by him that I have saved, that I had played and I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
Until after I had listened to this album and I went back and it came up and I was like, this is that song that makes me feel sad. Oh It is the man who specializes in making me feel sad and somehow sometimes also dance.
Gotta dance your trauma away.
Yeah. Okay, so I pulled up the album.
Yeah. I don't have to talk. We don't have to talk about. We're not going to talk about this album.
We need to scrap everything else that we've talked about.
Absolutely,
and we just need to analyze this album song by song.
That is a different bits episode. We did do that. I did listen to it by myself while sending her video messages. Every time a song hurt me, and I think the video they progressively went from, oh my gosh, the first song on this album was a personal hit to me, and then 3 songs later I was like, oh, this baby needs therapy. And then a song later, I was like, I'm about to look up if he's in therapy because he needs therapy. And then 3 more songs later, I was like, we need to get together tomorrow and we need to listen to all of these songs and going with the lyrics because I feel like this is a really good exercise. And then another song later, I was crying and I was like, I don't have enough therapy. I don't have enough therapy for this album and I need to stop right now.
I don't have enough
And there
therapy.
were still 3 songs left on the album at that point.
Yeah.
I think there might have been 4. And I was like, I'm gonna go. I went into my room, my husband's office, and I was telling him about it. And he was like, do you need a hug? And I was like, probably, but instead I'm gonna go watch something in a different language to disassociate from the feelings that this has provoked in me.
Yeah. I remember I was listening to the album. And then I think there was lines that I missed. I was crocheting while I was doing it. I think there's lines that I missed. And then we were together reading the lyrics as it played. And I was like, oh, I dissociated during that part.
You're like, nope, too close to home. Every song, baby boy, who's a grown man, please tell me you are in therapy.
Yes. I hate that this man has to feel this way. I don't know him. Them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming masculine because Ryan. But,
yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, I don't know this person, right? But I am so sad that they have had to live through what they've lived through. But I am also so incredibly happy to see a masculine presenting person being so open and vulnerable and sad.
Mm-hmm.
And my immediate response to this is, I just want to hold you. I want to let you know it's going to be okay, that you are beautiful or handsome or whatever adjective you want to be. I want to care for this person, right? I think so often when there's negative feelings, there's like a I have to be tough. And the sadness gets transformed into anger. But if you've ever seen Inside Out, sadness has a purpose. That vulnerability that's seen as weakness that you try to push away is a signal for people to come close and help you. Anger pushes people away. Happiness masks things and you don't get help for the internal things. Right? All the other things are like, hey, sadness is what's underneath. And it's what is the call for help, So like I said, I hope he's in, like you said, I hope he's in therapy. I hope that there are people in his life now that can love him deeply as he remembers these things and continues to go through more. And I hope more people see it and hear it. And I think mirror the practice
of being open.
I
mean, you don't all have to write a song about it, but
no, we don't. We probably don't need that many albums.
Thank you.
Probably don't need.
We probably don't,
right? But it also reminded me of that song you put on another playlist, and it was like, "What a punk a."
Oh yeah.
Can you link the song?
Sure. I can put that down there in the down there square.
Yeah, and that song talks about the fear.
I think that's why. Go ahead.
Of what will happen when you're weak and the negative voices that have been said to you or that happen internally that prevents you from showing weakness. And this is how I want people to live.
Some of the coping mechanisms.
I take that back. I take that back.
No, it's fine.
This is the level of honesty I want people to have.
That's fair. Because when I was telling you that I was like, oh yeah, I mirror that coping mechanism right there. I can see that it is bad, toxic, hurtful to not just you but everybody around you. But that is me, baby.
It's such a good album.
It's a really good album.
And there's like, I mean, there's some songs that are just sad.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's other songs that are like bops, and I'm like, I gotta not listen too close.
Just dance.
Because I'm like, oh, I am contemplating life decisions and memories.
Yeah, and it is definitely a pop album. So it's not, if you're going in or like, oh, this is deep R&B or this is, no, it's pop. It's a pop. It's pop.
But listen to it.
Yeah.
Please.
It's good. Lyrically, it's really, really good. Even if it's like, because not everybody's cup of tea is his, like the musicality of it, or maybe his voice and stuff like that. But it's definitely like lyrically really, really worth it. I do like his voice. There are definitely songs I like more vocally than other ones, but like it's overall a really good project.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else to talk about.
Oh, we want to end the bits here? We absolutely can.
What else do we want to talk about?
I mean, we don't have...
I feel really sad. This is a satisfying note to end on.
That is a satisfying note to end on. It's your party. You can cut the bits off when you want to.
I can do whatever I want. I'm going to end it with a public service announcement. If you are a man, a masculine presenting person, it is okay to be sad, and it is okay to not be strong all the time, and you are supposed to be loved even then. It is not okay to take your anger out on everybody around you. That doesn't get you help.
No.
But it is okay to be angry, to be sad, and to need help. And I hope that you are loved deeply and truly.
And if you are a woman, all the same things. Ditto.
Yes. Yeah. The conversation I was having, it was just yesterday, was like specifically to some men.
I totally get it. Yeah.
So that they're particularly on my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that can be the end of the bits. We're probably cutting it off here. Bye.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Just in case we don't. Because I don't know if this should go on the internet or not.